right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and we are back talking boxing. I was going to do the mock draft today. I just didn't have the setup for it today. I didn't know StreamYard had a limit to how long you can, how many hours you can stream, and I wasn't paying for it. So that is what it is. Solid Child, Omaha in the house. Mark Chalambers and Mark in the house. What it do? So let's talk some boxing. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get 18% off the 100% all natural products over at www.helpblaze.com. All right, thehelpblaze.com, excuse me. And check out our sponsor, cell phone buyers, recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone, old, cracked, whatever. So, give them a holler. They social media in the description, website. Share their social media, get opportunity to get an iPhone. So, salute Graylin, I see you. King Boxing Talk, Bernardo, I see you. So, a lot happened today, but I'm going to kick it off with this. It was told to me that Maurice Lee was pump faking about fighting Errol Spence. It's all clout. So that is a false rumor. Errol Spence will not be tuning up versus Maurice Lee. I got that confirmed today on two different source levels. So Maurice Lee is not going to be fighting Errol Spence next. Maurice Lee is not going to be fighting Errol Spence next. But I heard that he could be headed up for a step-up fight next. So don't be surprised if you don't see him on some televised portion of a card. So Errol Spence will not fight Maurice Lee yet, but it's been told to me that it's a possibility that Errol Spence might tune up. Danny Garcia is preferring the Manny Pacquiao fight over Errol Spence, so that means Danny Garcia will throw his mandatory away. Pacquiao names in three different circles: a circle with DAZN and Mikey, circle with Danny Garcia and PBC, and his name is thrown in circles with Terence Crawford and Top Rank. So we got to watch that carefully, what Manny Pacquiao decides to do. And I think whoever fight Pacquiao next might pretty much hit the money shot. Pacquiao could be juicing and cycling off of that shit too. So, I'm more, if I'm a fighter, and I say this strictly from a fighter standpoint and not a fan standpoint, I probably wouldn't fight nobody for at least 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a tune-up, because a lot of these dudes is juicing up and they gonna be juiced to the gills and cycled off. So that's something to look at. But let's talk about Paulie. Make sure you share the videos. Paulie has some type of delusional train of thought, and make sure you thumbs up the video. Paulie has a delusional train of thought that he said that Eastern Europeans are dominating the sport of boxing right now. That's not Britain. That's the Ukraine and Kazakhstan and Russia and stuff of that nature. And when you say dominate, I'm thinking like, fuck pound for pound. John, I see you. J8, I see you. Jeremiah, I see you. Fuck pound for pound. So you telling me the 10 best fighters, 60% of the 10 best fighters in the world are from Eastern Europe. Let that sink in. He said Danny fought Lamont when he was juicing. Lamont was not juicing for Danny Garcia. That's a lie. That's a lie. Where do you get that from? He got caught when he fought Amir Khan, and that was for medical reasons. That's why he was allowed to keep his IBF title. So that's a lie. Where do y'all be getting y'all facts from, bro? Xavier, what's going on? That man did not juice versus Lamont did not juice versus Danny. Boy, y'all just be throwing out misinformation. That's crazy. But basically, Paulie saying 60% of the 10 best fighters in the world. And I don't even think majority considers this domination. Domination got to be 80% of the fighters in the world, best fighters in the world, are the best. And that's not true. If you look at pound for pound, right now I see the Terence Crawford or Canelo Alvarez. I don't see where Lomachenko's resume is better than Terence Crawford. I just don't see. Nicholas Walters spent the whole year out the ring. You ain't heard from him since. Miguel Moraga came off a loss. He lost to Orlando Salido. He got dropped by Jorge Linares. He went the distance with Jose Pedraza. Come on. Where is Lomachenko pound for pound at as far as top one? Nowhere. In the case you make for Canelo, he juiced. And he putting stipulations on everybody. He not going out there and he not fading everybody on an even playing field. Crawford ain't asking for no catch weight. He don't care if you wear the horsehair gloves. He don't care if you bring a steroid needle with your ass. Crawford going in there and he stops every opponent at 147. We just speaking facts. We talking about the top fighter in the world. Let's say Tyson Fury is the best. And when you take away pound for pound, can Tyson Fury whip every man on this planet despite weight division? Absolutely. He ain't Eastern European. He's gypsy like Irish. You know what I'm saying? And then you say Terrell Crawford, he from Omaha. You say Canelo, he from Mexico, Guadalajara. However you say it. You go to the next best fighter in the world, you can easily make a case for Errol Spence. He from Dallas. You know you want to keep making cases for different fighters? You can go on. Anuyawa, he from Japan. Beaver not nowhere up there. Usyk just struggled with Chaz Witherspoon. How can we put him? How can we put him in that category? We can't. We can't put him in that category. And a lot of reasons why the black fighters are not the best in the world. You can make a case Shakur Stevenson may be one of the most talented fighters in the world had he been able to get his hands on Warrington and Oscar Valdez. Then we having a different conversation. Had Gary Russell been able to get his hands on better opposition, then we having a different conversation. A lot of the black fighters that haven't got the how can I say it? They haven't got the opportunity to prove that they're the best. Even if you want to say Anthony Joshua in there, I mean he ain't from Eastern Europe. And I'm just rattling guys off the name. Jermell Charlo, he probably the best 54 pounder. He's not from Eastern Europe. The welterweight division is dominated by black fighters. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. They not from Eastern Europe. Go down the weight class below. Josh Taylor's from Wales. No, he's from Scotland. He ain't from Eastern Europe. Jose Ramirez, he Mexican American. He ain't from Eastern Europe. Maurice Hooker from Dallas. Regis Prograis, New Orleans. You go down to 35. Okay, Lomachenko, you say he the best. Go ahead. Teofimo Lopez, he Honduras, whatever, Honduran, but he from the way of Brooklyn. Gervonta Tank Davis is from Baltimore. Richard Comey from somewhere in Africa. Ryan Garcia is from California. Devin Haney is from the Bay Area. Go down to 30. Miguel Moraga is from Mexico. Oscar Valdez from Mexico. Jamil Heron, Long Island, New York. And I'm not even looking at a list. I'm just rattling this off of my Leo Santa Cruz, Mexican American. Go down, Gary Russell Shakir, they from America. Go down to 20, what was it behind her? 122, you got Rigondeaux, Cuban. He kind of fighting at 18 now. Ray Vargas, 22-pounder. Nervetes, Mexico, 122-pounder. So at the end of the day, what is Paulie talking about? What is Paulie? Where's the domination? When you say domination, you looking at the 80s. Looking at Pernell, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson. That's domination. What Ray Robinson done in the 50s, that's domination. What Ali done into the heavyweight division, with the 60s and the 70s for the most part, more 70s, that's domination. Wasn't no Eastern European around in the 70s? Or no, Rocky Marciano was Italian. He was a folk hero. His motherfucking his shit is just as fictional. His career is just as fictional as Superman itself, because it was made up of a lot of guys taking a dive. He wasn't the greatest fighter of all time. The mob was paying people to take dives. So Paulie living in this. Cameron Brasileiro, he beat Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson beat him. Jake LaMotta, he beat Ray Robinson 1 out of like 5 or 6 fucking times. So where's Paulie Malignaggi saying the dominance? To be honest, ever since boxing was integrated with black fighters, blacks, Mexicans, Dominicans, Cubans, they've always dominated the sport of boxing. Let's just keep it real. Blacks have always dominated. They have to curve the scale to beat us. Mexicans didn't dominate it. The Spanish, Cubans, Dominicans, they've dominated. Eastern Europeans haven't dominated boxing. You ain't never seen, Alexander Povetkin as the face of boxing. Lomachenko ain't the face of boxing. If they dominated boxing, in my opinion, wouldn't we have to go to the Ukraine to fight them? Wouldn't we have to go to Russia to fight them? If you so dominant in boxing, you would have a popular opinion. They don't dominate the sport. Well, I don't understand what is he talking about. Where's the dominant? And then he insinuated that Devin Haney is scared of Lomachenko. He said, Devin Haney said a white boy. He probably was talking about Luke Campbell. Or if the fight with Luke Campbell don't happen, they protecting Devin Haney. Hold on. You think Devin Haney can't beat Luke Campbell? Now, I'm not saying it's a sure thing like a layup. But Paulie Malignaggi, they got it, like I said before, they got to fire him. They got to fire him from Showtime. They going up under anyway. Paulie Malignaggi is one of the most idiotic people on planet. What Devin Haney said, do I have a problem with it? Absolutely not. If a white boy came on there and said, well, can't no black fighter whoop me. Well, I'd be like, hey, if Josh Sutter came on and said that, I'd say, well, Crawford will whoop you. You know what I'm saying? Can't no white boy whoop him. And he comes back and apologizes. Like I said before, people ask me why I don't want to go to the fights, why I don't want to interview, because it's nothing real about it. It's a facade. You rarely get real nigga shit in a corporate environment. What you get is this shit that Paulie spitting out. You don't get real nigga shit. I'm a real motherfucker. I hate when people fake it with me and all you get, that's a facade. It's window dressing. It's window dressing. Interviewing these fighters is, they didn't offer me enough money, or it's window dressing. If I go to the fight, it's strictly for me taking a mini vacation. It's strictly for me enjoying myself and enjoying the fight. Because you're not going to get what you're looking for. These dudes, they come over here, and I was talking to somebody on the horn the last couple of days about this, bro. They get on here, and Devin Haney will run back to Radio Raheem and Michelle Joy Phelps and get them an interview after they post that video that he said a racist comment. Come on. They give the black dudes the hardest time, bro. They give Lawrence Williams, salute. I'll subscribe to Lawrence Williams' channel. They give the black interviewers the hardest time. And Radio Raheem ain't black, he's an Oreo. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Tom goes to the fight and he gotta work extra hard just to get a moderate interview. I remember Baby Mama's boy went up to Clarissa Shields and she said, "Oh, who you with? Who you with?" Like, damn. Like for real, nigga? I'm a black man with a camera, and what I'm trying to do? Snatch your belt, snatch your purse? I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of self-black hate when you go to those fights. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It ain't too many real motherfuckers, man. This ain't about who support you. No, they get the same, man. You gotta fight and claw for interviews, and then you gotta come on. I can't put that face on, bro. I'm telling you, man, these fighters, they gonna continue to bend over and do what they say do. You know what I'm saying? Did I lose respect for Devin Haney? Yes. He's a kid though. He's a kid. He did what was in his best interest to get his belt back. Had he not apologized, he wouldn't have got his belt back. I get it. I definitely get it. But as far as I can't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Paulie going out here saying, the Eastern Europeans dominate boxing and all this shit. And black fighters hear that, they not going to say nothing. They not going to speak up against Paulie. They going to turn other cheek. Just how they do the media. You know what I'm saying? Niggas give you an interview, act like they down with the cause. You turn around, you see them, and come on, man. Like I said, you can't put your faith in these boxers. You can't. You can't look up to them. You can't idolize them. They all these motherfuckers got the Floyd Mayweather motherfucker tunnel vision. All lives matter. Ain't nobody gonna speak up against Paulie. Ain't nobody gonna gorilla check Paulie when they see him. Ain't nobody gonna pull it on. It's just that type of atmosphere. I'm trying to think of something that I was about to say. It's kind of like, if you ever watched the last Avatar, the Last Airbender, and they had an episode where they was on this motherfucking I think it was on like a boat, right? And the prisoners was so scared to speak up, and they outnumbered the Fire Nation on this boat. And the girl comes in, Katara, she trying to rile them up and shit, and like get them to revolt, to take over the boat and go back home to the Earth Kingdom and shit. And she started to, she stepped out there, she started, and they ain't have her back. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how, like, where the black box community is. It's basically like, motherfuckers got a voice. They try to push the fighters, but the fighters, they don't want to fight for themselves. But when, black media say something, or we stand up for something, you know what I'm saying? Or motherfucker show some individuality, or speak up, oh, we labeled as the LDBC. No matter if you LDBC or not. And that is a code word for nigger. That's what it is. Not the nigger. That's what it's a code word for. You know what I'm saying? That's the bad thing about it. The perception has always been that, but they have a code word for it now. So, Paulie is entitled to his opinion, but like I said, Paulie has been going sour for a long time now. I don't know what's wrong with Paulie. Paulie, he loves his UK fighters, and Paulie can go back to the UK. He can stay over there for all we care, but he gotta show me where's domination by the Ukraine. And what? Talking about fucking in Eastern Europe, you talking about Novak Djokovic dominating tennis? That's the only thing you could be talking about. It's a good chance, knowing the history of Eastern European fighters, it's probably a good chance that a lot of them is juiced up. And they still not dominating the sport. It's a good chance. It's a great chance that they juice to the gills. But nobody gonna talk about that. But hey, they dominate boxing in Paulie mind. It's in Paulie mind. I can't change it, but like I said before, Paulie done switched up. I don't know what went on with Paulie, what's going on in Paulie head, but Paulie probably a racist. I'm just go ahead and say it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Paulie a racist. He come from the most racist neighborhood in Brooklyn. Paulie a racist. I can definitely see Paulie going behind niggas' backs and calling them niggas and shit. Paulie a stone cold racist. I can guarantee you that. Most Italians don't like black people. I can guarantee you. Detroit versus everybody, salute. Ernest, I see you. Mark, salute. I guarantee you Paulie Malignaggi a racist. I could bet my last pretty penny he a racist. He always gave off racial vibes. Try to act like he cool with the black fighter, and then when that motherfucker walk out the room, call him a nigger or something like that. Real talk. Paulie give out them vibes. Dre, salute. I just always kind of had that vibe about him. Always had that vibe about him. Not just because of these comments. Always wondered about him. He just ain't been caught yet. But if you get him mad enough, he'll say it. He'll say it. He gets no respect this way. He's been a huge hypocrite. Blast Al Haymon on national TV and turn around and sign with Al Haymon. Come on. Oh yeah, for sure he hidden, bro. He can't hide it forever. He come out in spurts. There's a lot of bigotry coming out of Paulie Malignaggi. Mr. Bet, salute. But hey, that's his prerogative. It don't bother me none. That little faggot once said to my face. But let's talk about we can take it a lot of different ways here. Let's talk about Devin Haney. Right? No, I can't do the mock draft. I don't have it set up. If I get it tomorrow before the draft, I'll try to do a setup tomorrow, but I ain't got the setup. I tried to look into a few things. They got rid of the one thing I was going to use, or I can't find it no more, so I got to learn how to use this Skype NDI shit. But yeah, with Devin Haney, Devin Haney got his title back. Fortuna and Luke Campbell will fight for the mandatory. So he had to apologize to get his title back. So, I mean, that is what it is, bro. I just, like I said before, one thing I don't like about it, why can't Fortuna just get back his mandatory status? Why is Luke Campbell getting a title eliminator? You know what I'm saying? Because the DAZN don't want to pay Javier Fortuna, or they don't want to lose the purse bid to PBC. That's my problem with it. Darnell, salute. Do it Zoom. Zoom only allow you up to 40 minutes. That's why I didn't do Zoom. That's what it said. That's my whole thing about it. Why they didn't get Javier Fortuna his mandatory shot back? Why do Devin Haney get another tune-up? Why didn't Fortuna get his mandatory? And I ain't saying this because I'm Team Fortuna or Team Al Haymon in this situation, but Fortuna, he had a mandatory shot before this happened. Why is Luke Campbell, who just had a title shot, it wasn't close. It wasn't like he got robbed. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So why is Luke Campbell getting a mandatory, getting a title eliminator versus Javier Fortuna? If I'm Javier Fortuna, no, I'm the mandatory. Why I have to fight this guy? You know what I'm saying? And Devin Haney get to go out there and test his shoulder. That's cool. But he don't deserve no tune-up. All the shit you talking out here, you calling out Loma. You saying, oh, Mikey go to 40, I fight him. I shut up Ryan Garcia. You can't talk all that shit and get a... Only way I let him get away with a voluntary if he fight Gary Russell Jr. That's it. That's the only way, United Solar Nation salute. That's the only way I'm letting him get a title shot. He said, bro, you missing the point. What Paulie meant by Eastern European is not black. He claiming all Eastern Europe. They ain't say European. Eastern European is an area. Eastern Europe, and they still don't dominate it. Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. That's fine. That's fine. He's a hell of a fighter. But to say he dominate the sport, he hasn't had one title defense in his career. So how can you not have a title defense to dominate and be number one? Can't. Anthony Joshua don't dominate. Europe does not dominate. Europe probably still don't have more world champions than America. We can go up the pound for pound list. We talked about Fury. How many Eastern Europeans on that list? Maybe Loma and Berturbia. That's it. Golovkin not on that list. Come on. He just lost to a motherfucker who just lost 2 of his last 3, Sergey Derevchenko. He can mean Europe all he wants to. Kell Brook got beat up by Errol Spence. Yes, Josh Taylor beat Regis Prograis. Salute. Tip my hat off to him. A blind man could have seen that ass whooping coming. The 54-pound division. Who dominate that? Jermell. 160. Who dominate that? Canelo. 168. Who dominate that? David Benavidez. Caleb Plant. Not Billy Joe. He ain't no good. He ain't did shit in his career. But Juice. Callum Smith, come on, he's a joke. 75, Berturbia the guy. Nobody cares about cruiserweight. You go to 35, not an Eastern European. Not a European in general. You go to 30, not a European in general. You know what I'm saying? You go to 26, they all coochie. From Warrington to, Selby at 35. Come on. You go to 26, come on, man. Get out of here. Even if he just meant European. They still don't dominate the sport. They still don't dominate the sport. You talking about the best 5 fighters in the world. You talking about Crawford, Canelo. 2-1-2. and whoever else come after him. You want to say Nuyuwa, you want to say whoever else you want to put in there, but you ain't putting no Eastern European in there. Lomachenko ain't one of the 5 best fighters in the world. He not. His best win is still to this day Gary Russell. He not one of the 5 best fighters. We don't kiss his ass like they do. Terence Crawford, not never in his life will struggle with Jorge Linares. Adrian Broner beat his ass in sparring. Let's give you an idea. Crawford ain't never losing to Orlando Salido. Not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? He fight a motherfucker coming off a loss, moving up in weight. Nobody talk about it. He make Rigondeaux move 2 times up in weight. When peep game, it's how much of a bitch he is, bro. This motherfucker made Rigondeaux move up 2 weight classes, right? Where he's at 22 to 30. This dude willing, after he get done at 35, he willing to go back down to 26 to fight a Nuyuwa or Emmanuel Nervedes. Come on, bro. But you wouldn't go down to 122 pounds. Or you wouldn't go down, to 126 pounds and fight Rigondeaux. Come on, tell me how coochie he is, bro. Come on, put the dots together, bro. They always got a curve of skill to make their fighters look better. If he that nigga, tell him to meet Crawford at 140 pounds and see who the dominant fighter is. Crawford coming down 7, Loma moving up 40 pounds. Crawford started off at 35. If they want to know who the most dominant fighter, if he beat Teofimo Lopez, tell him, oh, he too small. And motherfuckers was asking Floyd to beat Golovkin. People forgot that. People was like, oh, Floyd need to move up and fight Golovkin. Or he need to move up and fight Canelo again and give him a rematch at 60. Keep that same energy. Oh, he too small. Oh, come on, fuck up out of here. Get up out of here. If Crawford is even thinking about moving up to 54 to fight Jamil Charlo, why can't fucking Loma meet Crawford at 140? Crawford already called that fade. And Will Lomachenko say, I think Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. Yeah, I know he pound for pound number 1. Come on. Somebody trying to hear that, bro? They trying to push it. Oh, he's the best fighter. Where, nigga? Where? What does he do well? He can fight on the inside and fight on the front foot. Charlos can do that shit. Errol Spence can fight on the inside. What does he do? So what's so special about Lomachenko, bro? Shit, Teofimo Lopez got a better win than him over Richard Comey. Let's keep it real. What's better win? Him beating up on Richard Comey or Lomachenko beating a prospect in Gary Russell? Look at Gary Russell's first 20 fights or whatever it was before he fought Lomachenko. He fought Nicholas Walters. Donaire fought the real Nicholas Walters. He fought the real X-Man. Bob Arum starved out that X-Man. We just speaking facts. Stop it, bro. Stop it. However you want. If you want to say the whole Europe, they still not fucking with us. You can do an all Europe versus all American. I guarantee more Americans come out on top. Guarantee you it. Oh, Usyk is so good, and come on, bro. This motherfucker was struggling with Chaz Witherspoon. But yeah, back to Haney. Yeah, Haney got his belt back. He get a voluntary. Fortuna and Luke Campbell, they fighting for the title eliminator, which is horse shit. Fortuna deserves his title shot. Fortuna deserves his title shot right now. Flame on 24 in the super chat. Appreciate it, family. Fortuna deserves his title shot. They deserve his title shot. Fortuna and Haney need to be next. Not Fortuna and Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell need to build himself back up. This wasn't Luke Campbell's first loss. It was his third loss in the division. He lost to Mendy. He avenged that loss. He lost to Linares. Didn't get a chance to avenge that loss. And now he lost to Lomachenko. You lost to the Pinnacle. Why are you getting another title eliminator shot? Facts, El Mes Loco. He said even Olympics, Cubans have more gold medals than all Eastern European countries combined, and Cuba's tiny motherfucking island. So explain that to me. If I'm Fortuna, man, I'm filing a lawsuit. Why I'm getting a title eliminator. And I still think he's gonna beat Luke Campbell. If it ain't in the UK, I'm putting my money on Javier Fortuna. They gonna drag it over there. Luke Campbell ain't got no grit. He ain't got no toughness. He timid and he's soft. That's a perfect step up opponent for Devin Haney. Does Fortuna and Campbell go back to purse bid? They probably got an agreement already. Interim title, whatever. They got an agreement already. So for me personally, if it's not in the UK, Fortuna should win that fight. People, Luke Campbell is soft. He timid. He don't have no dog in him. He got the punching power. He got the size. He got the length. But he just soft. He just a little biznitch. And I'm just calling it how I see it. Fortuna should be able to make it a dog fight. Long as he get on the inside of those punches, he able to stay on the inside. He should be able to work Luke Campbell. He should be able to make Luke Campbell quit, cut his ass. Fortuna should be able to win. Fortuna gonna be the tougher fight for Devin Haney. But that'd have been a perfect fight to come off the Santiago fight to go into a Fortuna fight. Fortuna awkward and loopy and all that. He said Campbell beat the fuck out of Fortuna. They were fighting on regions before the COVID. Wine Empire won. Salute in the super chat. Appreciate the love. Who was Campbell beat the fuck out of, bro? He lost to Vinny Mendy, bro. Look that boy resume up. He won't be on the inside. Campbell will work his ass. You want to put money on it, Real Boxing? DM me on social media so I know what you look like. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Put some money on it. If it's in America, I got Fortuna. Whatever you want to put on it. Luke Campbell is timid. He's soft. He not gonna commit to those punches. As soon as Fortuna get on the inside, it's over with. As soon as Fortuna start holding him and start dogging his ass, he gonna fucking quit. I told you where to hit me up at. He gonna dog that motherfucker. Watch, if he goes to the UK, they probably gonna rob him. Campbell fights scary like he can't take a punch. All he had to go and do in there is rough up Lomachenko. He trying to sit there and box with Lomachenko. Who game plan was that? And he coming off a loss. Somebody trying to hear that, man. Fortuna fought the better ops anyway. Other than Lomachenko, he done fought Easter, Corrales. Luke Campbell is a pompous pussy. He a scary ass fighting ass, safety first fighting ass, basic ass fighter. All Fortuna got to do is slip that weak ass 1-2 and chop his ass over the top, start elbowing him, grabbing him, holding him, and make it a dog fight. Fortuna get on the inside, make it a dog fight, it's over with. Now, if Campbell able to keep it on him, keep Fortuna at the end of his punches, you know what I'm saying, then it'd be interesting. But Fortuna, he gonna use that ring, he gonna feint and get Campbell flinching. He gonna get on the inside and work Campbell. Campbell ain't that fucking good. He got good talent, but he just fights scary to me. If he gets somebody to get him some confidence and he start fighting with a rhythm, he start fighting aggressive and stepping to his opponents, Luke Campbell probably be a world champion, easy. But he timid. I know Kansas Campbell Soup that's tougher than him. He's just not tough. He don't take no chances. Ragu say, Devin Haney sucks, man. Dude literally has to beg for WC titles via E. It was his title. What are you talking about? He didn't lose his title. It was his title. He went to recess because he had a shoulder injury, not a coronavirus. So, come on, man. Lomachenko went to the WBC to duck Devin Haney. How about that? And try to act like, oh, I didn't ask for the franchise title, but he lied and his fucking name was on there. Crazy. He didn't win it either. He didn't win it because Lomachenko ran from the fight. Come on. Lomachenko ran from the fight. So what you want him to do? Kidnap Lomachenko and throw him in the ring and spar Lomachenko? Come on, but y'all putting the pressure. You putting the pressure on the guy who wanted to fight Lomachenko. All y'all say when a motherfucker want to fight him, oh, he ain't done enough. If he ain't done nothing, whoop him. Lomachenko was fighting George Kambosos in December last year. And then when WBC said you had to fight Devin Haney if you fight again, or I'll wait for Teofimo Lopez and to call me. Come fuck up out of here. Get up out of here. Come on. Come on. Come on. What you mean I don't believe this? This is actual facts. Lomachenko went to the WBC and signed the name to duck Devin Haney to become franchise champion. Where am I lying at? Why didn't he just fight Devin Haney in December? Or next? Why? If he could beat Devin Haney and Devin Haney ain't done nothing, he begging for the fight. Come on. Same thing for Teofimo Lopez. He put him on Teofimo Lopez. Lopez started stuttering. He said, you whooped me in sparring, Lopez. I don't know what you're talking about. Wrong interview. Come on. You bring it up, Danny Jacobs. Stop it, bro. Whoever brought him up. I'm talking about Danny Jacobs. Look up out of here, man. Danny, yeah, I'll get out of here. I'm trying to talk about Danny Jacobs. Motherfucker, you let me know when Nigel Benn and Chris Eubanks was going to cross the river and fight James Toney and Roy Jones. Eubanks said, I just was happy to be amongst one of the best. I didn't want to fight you. Get the fuck up out of here. Fairy Danny Jacobs is a fucking Frank Bruno. For every Joe Kawasaki, there's a fucking Kell Brook quitting and getting his face broke in. It's 5 of them. It's a fucking Carl Frost getting his fucking nose cracked open by Andre Ward. We can keep going on and on. Somewhere, for every fucking European that beat an American, it's somebody with their foot up a European ass 10 times more down the road. Chris Rachel, I ain't trying to hear that shit. That's when y'all pussies was some of y'all pussies was coming over, and a lot of them Eastern European dudes is juicing. We know that to be factual. That's where juice probably started at to keep up with the black men. Nobody trying to hear that. Povetkin supposed to fight Wilder. He up there, soup, pump it up. I thought Deontay was a chicken-legged bum. Come on, we know Fury been popped before. You know what they say about AJ. Come on, man. Stop it. It's Andre Ward cracking motherfucking Kovalev's cranium open. Stop it. We keep going on. There's a Ricky Burns getting his dick knocked in the dirt by Terence Crawford. There's a Junior Ritter getting his fucking head pounded in by Timothy Bradley. There's a Jamie McDowell getting cracked by a Nuyuwa. We'll borrow him for a second. Come on, it's a Josh Warrington watching all those fights over, watching his fellow countryman getting his head cracked open, running from a baby Shakur Stevenson. Lomachenko running to the WBC for help. You let me know. You wake me up the next time they order a unified champion, a black unified champion to fight for a vacant belt. You let me know that. You let me know when it's a black unified champion fighting for a vacant WBC belt. You let me know when that happened again in history. That's why I always say these boxers, man, they ain't no leaders in boxing. If boxing had real leaders, man, they had real leaders like Floyd Mayweather, you know, the WBC would be capiche. It'd be in shambles. Muhammad Ali, if he still was here, he could talk. He'd be grilling the fucking WBC about the shit they doing. Billy M, salute. Floyd Mayweather ain't nothing but a white boy inside of black skin. Just keep it at 100 when it comes to shit like this. He ain't gonna speak up. He ain't gonna speak out. He gonna just keep getting the black. He's just concerned about no nigga reaching him. He ain't worried about a Mexican reaching him. He ain't worried about a European reaching him. He ain't worried about a Chinese man reaching him. All he making sure is he oppressing as many black fighters as he can. And I'm just keeping it 100. Still making sure he oppresses as many fighters as he can. That's why Floyd ain't got no real hitters on his team for real. And the one he do got with Badu Jack, man, if Badu Jack was with, you know, a real black company, Badu Jack would be undefeated other than that knockout to Derek Edwards. He made sure Badu Jack kept losing. You know what I'm saying? Badu Jack should have won versus James DeGale. He should have won versus Adonis Stevenson. Badu Jack supposed to be world champion multiple times, over and over again. If that was Floyd Mayweather's son, Badu Jack, he would have won every decision, every close decision he lost, no matter how slow he started. Floyd Mayweather you work with Floyd Mayweather, it ain't gonna benefit you none. I remember Miguel Cotto, he lost to Austin Trout. Okay, I don't know how many people know this. He lost to Austin Trout, right? And after the fight, he got mad at Golden Boy, Billy M. Salute. He said, "We both from the D. I love you. I love what you are doing. Salute, appreciate it. I thought you was from the UK. I don't know why. I got a UK buddy named Billy. I remember I started my page. So what happened was, he said after the fight, I don't know if it was like on the mic in the ring, but Austin Trout was the first dude to beat, I think, Miguel Cotto in Madison Square Garden. And he said that he was mad that Golden Boy didn't give him the decision. That's one of the most underrated quotes that went. He said some shit like Golden Boy was supposed to give him the decision over Austin Trout. And he was mad with Golden Boy. He ran back over the top rank. Real talk. He said that shit like, man, he was mad that Golden Boy didn't give him the decision over Austin Trout. And he ran back over the top rank. Now, had that been a black fighter that said that shit, it'd have been totally fucking different. You know, and when you stick around boxing long enough, you see all the inconsistencies and stuff of that nature. You see it. So anybody trying to hear all this, oh, Devin ain't did this, or Devin ain't did that, motherfucker, he did enough to be number one. Lomachenko should have shot him to fade. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get him now, shit, that's why he leaving. He ain't trying to see that boy speed. They know what that boy capable of. Good fighter. He just done got the seasoning on him. He said, I ain't scared to lose my O. I ain't tripping. I'll just come back, get better, and beat your ass. Well, Lomachenko not having the hydrogen in his glove, that scared people away. I mean, that scared certain opponents away. So, you know, even if T.O. beat him, it's better for boxing anyway. Because T.O. going to have to see Devin Haney down the line. If T.O. lose, he lose. I can see a scenario he losing. I'm not taking, you know, my personal gripe versus top rank against Lomachenko. It ain't nothing against Lomachenko. I don't know the man. My gripe is with the politics of boxing. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that shit for no black man. All these dudes get the benefit of the doubt. So when you talk about Lomachenko, don't say, oh, he didn't duck no man. Bullshit. Bullshit. He ducked that ass whooping from Devin Haney. So let that be known. Let that be entrenched in history. Let it be cemented in history. He ducked that fade. And if you don't like it, nigga, it's a known fact. Oh, he would have beat him. Nah. If you would have beat him anyway, go beat his ass. That's a good money fight. DAZN would have put the money up. Top Rank should have put the money. They knew what it was. I'm trying to hear that shit. Lomachenko ain't good to real boxing fans. And they jump on Twitter, Dougie Fisher and shit. Oh, speak for yourself. Excuse me, Dougie. I don't consider you a nigga. I don't consider you a brother. Like Tom Bennett said earlier, every brother ain't a brother. You won't be singing, I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety. Nah, nigga, you won't be part of my super black box community. You won't be in my starting 5, my starting 15, my starting 20. None of that. And I understand you got a black wife too, so, you know, you're ahead of Fred. He ahead of Mr. Hawthorne. Mr. Hawthorne married to Miss Bat Soup. What my boy Wood TV say? Miss Bat Soup. Fred married to a woman who hated his guts. Her parents probably want to chop his head off. He's supposed to hit it and split it, bro. Not marry her and have kids. I'll choke my kids. I'll choke my kids. This nigga talking about choking his kids. I should have hit the report button on his ass. Nigga threatened to choke a little girl. Lincoln and Kennedy. He threatened to choke his kids, bro. That's crazy. His wife hated him so much that she didn't even let him name his son after him. What nigga don't want his son to be named after him? That's crazy, right? She made the motherfucker after Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. This nigga talking about, I choke my son. Like, you choking the kid, man. You don't even... Nigga just learned his shapes. He said Teofimo have to not. I don't know. He might win a decision. Because Lomachenko contract coming up if they ain't extended it yet. So he might win a decision. And he the cheaper fighter, Courtney. I see you. Boy out here. Some boy out here talking about choking his kids, bro. It's crazy out here. He out here talking about choking the kids, man. Davion, man, come on, not the kid. Then they sharing that stripper around their pages, man. Like, damn, whatever she is. It's a crazy world out here. When boxing don't sell, they start selling coochie on the internet. Man. That's why I don't respect certain old heads, bro. When some of these these young niggas be talking about the old heads, how they hypocrites, I ain't even mad at them. I don't know why he got slapped by Kenny. That's their business. Salute. We all know Crawford would have destroyed Xavier Martinez. I don't even know who the fuck Xavier Martinez was. Is that the dude from Philly? But yeah, let's move on. All right, Bob Arum did an interview with Christina Ponder. She the old girl that got the job over Helen Yee and shit. I think it was Helen Yee, or I forget. I think it was Helen Yee. Helen Yee wanted the job with Top Rank, and they gave it to Christina Ponder and shit. And I think it was Helen Yee was crying over the internet and something about not getting the job. But she over there calling fights and ESPN undercard fights and shit now. And she did an interview with Bob Arum. He said that Pacquiao team reached out. They reached out to them and said they want to do a fight. And they talk about fighting outside the country and shit. Personally, all these dudes chasing Pacquiao, I ain't mad at him. He got a belt. But basically, it just got to be strictly for the money. Because Pacquiao, you don't bring nothing. They don't boost your legacy by beating a 41-year-old man. Unless he go on to dominate like Bernard Hopkins down the line. It don't boost your legacy. It's just a payday. People act like this is Pacquiao of 09. It's not. It's a high reward, high risk fight. Because if you lose to this old man, you know, if you dominate him, you dominate. You supposed to. He old. So everybody doing it for the payday. You know, but Pacquiao is in talks with Mikey, Danny Garcia, and Crawford. So they play in the field. I heard Danny Garcia could squeeze in there and get the fight. I heard Mikey in there trying to. So Pacquiao is putting Terence, Crawford, Mikey, and Danny against each other in negotiations. So it can go either way. But me personally, I don't give a fuck. Only reason I want Crawford to get the fight over the other two is because I want him to get the other belt and see what the excuses is. That's the only reason why. Other than that, I think they are intriguing. I think Pacquiao got a chance to win all three of them. You know, the easiest fight is probably Mikey on paper. But I think they all hard in their own different way because Pacquiao, old bones, been sitting at home doing home workouts and being a politician. You ever had an old car? You maybe had an old school. You let it sit for the winter. You had to crank it up. You got to change the oil, clean the carburetor and shit out. That's Pacquiao. Pacquiao probably going to have to tune up when he come back. Because he old. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless he pushing that shit in his system. You know what I'm saying? So if he ain't got no tune-up coming in, he coming to a fight and he a clean fighter. Like I said, Mikey Garcia might turn his lights out. Danny Garcia might turn his lights out. It ain't as easy to crank that engine over as it get older. But if he pushing the devil's grape juice through his veins, then yeah, he'll be able to turn that car over in a minute. You put a little dry gas in that gas tank, it's over with. You know, you go to fight Pacquiao in another country at your own risk. You don't test that motherfucker, man. Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, and Terence Crawford all on upset alert. He gonna come out there like he gonna come out the blocks like Jeff Gordon and shit. He gonna be on that Usain Bolt. He gonna be real. Oh man, an old Pacquiao back. Like he went over to Malaysia and knocked out Lucas Matisse. That wasn't no surprise to me because Matisse was done, but he hadn't got a knockout in like a decade. You feel what I'm saying? But nobody really talk about that. Bud go to fucking Saudi Arabia or to Malaysia or wherever to fight Pacquiao next. He better just even if he don't do drug testing, I can't make no excuse for him. He go over there and get his block knocked off. Hey, we can say what Teddy Atlas can say what type of gas he was on. I can say what type of gas he was on. But hey, Crawford like Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman let him do it. Just one thing I don't understand about Manny Pacquiao, or what I don't understand about these fighters, is that how they continue to underestimate Manny Pacquiao. Niggas been underestimating Manny Pacquiao over 10 years. I mean, over 20 years now. Barrera underestimated him. Morales beat his ass. I think Antonio Margarito underestimated him. A lot of guys underestimated Manny Pacquiao, bro. And niggas still doing it 20 years later. He said, but it could go both ways. These guys know what time it is. You ain't lying. It can easily go both ways. Nobody thought Tyson Fury was on that shit. Shout out to Lion Killer. Salute, fam. Nobody thought Tyson Fury was on that. I remember I had a conversation. This got to be around the time he fought Steve Cunningham. Y'all subscribe to Lion Killer. And motherfucker was like, ain't no way Tyson Fury on those steroids. Look at his body. I'm like, yeah, you right, bro. Ain't no way he on no steroids. Nigga, fast forward like a few years later, bro. All this shit pop off about him. So you don't know who on what and what on who. But historically, Eastern European fighters are known for that. Didn't y'all niggas see Rocky 3? Or was it 4? Rocky 4? That's what they known for, bro. Maria Sharapova, Alexander Povetkin got popped for meldonium. And they had been taking that years before that. It just became banned in the beginning of the year. So they be taking shit that ain't even in the banned substance list yet. So if you think the Olympics team been banned and they had all these motherfucking controversies around them, and you think it ain't trickling down to the professional fighters, you crazy as hell. But now it's an international thing. Everybody pretty much doping. But if I'm them, bro, either I'm even in the playing field, or shit, you better be prepared for a tough night. You better be prepared for a tough, long night. They gotta stop underestimating him. Oh, he's small. Motherfucker, nigga, the legs. Look at every great running back damn near. They had really, really strong legs. People say, oh, Pacquiao small. He's small. I'm like, I look at his legs. I say, shit, that's what matters. Them delts, traps, buys, forearms, all that shit don't matter. If your leg's strong, that's the majority of the game. Your core and your leg strong, he a stronger fighter. Play with that motherfucker if you want to. Think shit sweet. You're going to be waking up with a check on your chest with an IV attached to your motherfucking arm, flying your ass back to the U.S. for emergency attention. You got to stop underestimating that man, bro. I don't know why niggas underestimate Manny Pacquiao. I just don't get it. He proved them motherfuckers wrong every time. And you going in there for a high risk, low reward fight. I said time and time again. It's a high risk, low reward fight. It's really it's a high risk, high reward fight, but you know, if Crawford get the fight, it make me no difference. I prefer Crawford to get it just to get another belt. So people stop saying he ain't fought nobody, and then the narrative gonna be, well, Manny Pacquiao was 144 years old. They gonna discredit Crawford. Oh, he stopped Manny Pacquiao. Oh, he was supposed to. Pacquiao was sitting at home all day. He wasn't working out. He got Pacquiao at the right time. That's what it's going to... Whatever that man do, they going to discredit. You can't... That's why you can't just get honest opinions from everybody on YouTube. Everybody got to spin their own narrative. Oh, you know, Crawford's hand wasn't all the way in the glove when he knocked out Pacquiao. He punched him with his fist and it's open. You going to get all... The motherfucker... I mean, name a time when somebody won a fight and everybody gave him credit in YouTube. Name me a time when everybody say, oh, man, he beat his ass, man. Ooh, a big fight. Ooh, that was good. Everybody got something to say. Can't nobody just say, hey, that was a good-ass fight. Congratulations. Everybody got to spin their narrative. Oh, he got robbed. A robbery is not a 115, 113 type of fight. If it's 112, 112, ain't no robbery. Is fucking Holyfield and motherfucking Lennox Lewis. Pernell and Chavez. You know, that's a robbery. A close fight is not considered a robbery. So if they all want to run and make Pacquiao the king of the division, be my guest. But don't think it's going to be easy. Because it's not. And Danny Garcia, they saying he preferred, like some talk saying he might even get the Pacquiao fight. So that may allow Errol Spence to tune up. You know, but it won't be versus Maurice Lee. I got that from the plug. Both my plugs. It won't be Maurice Lee. So Maurice Lee probably step up versus somebody else. You might see him in there. Now this is strictly speculation versus Josito Lopez. That's speculation. But everybody want to turn Pacquiao into the the dude of the hour. But he a bad motherfucker. Like I said, he ain't never been popped. But he can fight. What he showed versus Keith Thurman was Keith Thurman just let him do. Let him. I don't need no drug tests and none of them. Okay, credit to Keith Thurman. He didn't make no excuses about it. He ain't say, "Oh, we didn't drug test." Keith Thurman took his L, and now he on his way. And when you talk about Keith Thurman, before I get to the Charlo and Keith Bud and Keith Thurman thing, talk about Keith Thurman. The hunger died with Keith Thurman in that fight. The hunger died. Brandon, salute. The hunger died with Keith Thurman last fight. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. He got exactly what he wanted. He wanted a Manny Pacquiao fight, a payday. Keith Thurman is probably mentally gone. All somebody else got to do is do the physical. The physical is already starting to fade. Mentally, he's probably already gone. He already gone to me. Pacquiao, all somebody got to go in there is do the physical part. If you test Keith Thurman like Collazo tested Keith Thurman, you can get Keith Thurman out of boxing. I'm telling you, if you can test Keith Thurman like Collazo tested him, Keith Thurman ready to go. Whoever fight Keith Thurman next, bro, he ready to go. He ain't there no more, bro. Keith Thurman is gone. Keith Thurman know he done because a fighter like him should move back up to 54 and do some things. So the next guy who get Keith Thurman, they gonna benefit, just from beating him. But Bob Arum also said on Nestor had this sound clip on his Nestor Gibbs page, not on the Boxing Voice. Bob Arum said that he willing to make Bud or Jermell Charlo fight. He willing to make that fight and call Al Haymon, and he want to call Al Haymon up about making that fight. So he said he preferred Jermell Charlo and Keith Thurman fights above a Kell Brook fight. So the Kell Brook numbers might not be good enough for them. I think the projections are not good enough for them. I forgot to tell you niggas, I got a new dog and shit, man. I got a new dog. If you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, I post his picture. I'm gonna find out what the fuck he is. He a Chihuahua, but he look like a Doberman or something. He a Chihuahua. I don't know. When I get the paperwork today, I got him last night. I bought him a bed and a new Detroit Lions collar. Miles got the Michigan collar. It's not like Miles outside, but yeah. So I got a Chihuahua mixed with some shit, and I got a lab mixed with a pet, so a pit. So yeah, he's sweet though. He fuck with me. But yeah, I'm gonna post a picture of him, man. Have him come on. I put him on my Detroit channel. A little feisty little motherfucker too. So yeah, his name is Mason. We named him Mason. So yeah. So you hear in the background, we got a small dog. Why don't we get Brook versus Kyver? No, that's two different weight classes. I think Brook would only come down for a world championship level fight. Salute the games, PP. But yeah, we talking about them. So he said, if they want to do the Jermell Charlo fight, I mean, shit, that's a fight Tony Harrison say Bud can win. Obviously, we know it's some bad blood there. Rest in peace to his father, Ali Salam. But it's a dangerous fight. But I don't think they're going to allow it to happen as far as Al Hamer's side. Because if Bud do go in there and beat Jermell Charlo, or he just fight Jermell Charlo, that just make Errol Spence look bad. You know what I'm saying? And but if they were to fight, I believe Charlo is about. Whew, he's taller though, but he don't fight tall. That's the problem though. I'm gonna tell you exactly how tall the kid is. I'm gonna tell you how tall. I wanted to do that mock draft tonight, man, but I don't have the setup, bro. So he 5'11" with a 73-inch reach. Bud is 5'8" with a 74-inch reach. So if they do fight, it's basically gonna have to be Bud being the best defensive fighter he can be. If we get to it tomorrow, I'm getting the jersey all ripped, boy. I'm dropping my mock draft over there tonight, though. I did that today. But Crawford got to fight a perfect fight. He got to be perfect for 12 rounds, 3 minutes, around 36 minutes. He got to be perfect. He got to be defensive responsible. He can't take the chances the unnecessary chances that he take. Everything got to be Floyd Mayweather Canelo-ish. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be making Charlo miss, but making him pay. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very, very tough fight. Not because Charlo a better fighter skill-wise. That man got stamina. He got power. Angel Santos, salute. He got he got a good jaw. So it really would be Oh, you say you did a 2 hour on StreamYard? Yeah, I'm all out of StreamYard, bro. I use my monthly limit up. Whatever the fuck they sent me an email after I did it last time. So, I mean, that would have to be him. Like, he got to fight a great fight to beat Charlo. And how you beat Charlo is either you can outbox him or you can step to him and walk him down like Tony Harrison did. You know what I'm saying? I think Terence got better defense than Tony Harrison did, and I think, but he liked the exchange, man. That's a dangerous fight. That'll be the best. That'll be the biggest money fight Jermell Charlo been a part of. Be the biggest money fight that he'll be a part of, and that'll be his chance to step up and really get out there. But if Terence Crawford beat him, it'll be like beating Errol Spence. But if I'm him, I'm kind of looking forward towards. Like, the benefit of fighting Charlo will be if I can move down and they can make me the mandatory. That'll be the benefit. But if I'm fighting the Charlo and I'm moving up like that, he got to beat Rosario. And once he beats Rosario, I got to fight him for 3 belts. But if that's what if Al Haymon willing to do that fight, then Bob ain't scared to do the fight. Bob is playing with house money, bro. Bob don't have nothing to lose at 47. You know what I'm saying? He don't. Because once Jose Ramirez and Taylor fight, Taylor can come up, or Ramirez can come up and be the mandatory to several of the belts. They can be the super champion in the WBO. They can get a WBC mandatory. So Bob is looking at it like Crawford is I'm just losing money with Crawford. Let's just cash him out. They not going to make the Errol Spence fight. You know what I'm saying? Due to his situation. Danny just said he only got 2 more big fights at welterweight left, and that's either gonna be with Errol Spence, Manny, possibly Manny Pacquiao, but Sean Porter, Keef Thurman rematches. So, he ain't trying to fight him. Sean Porter, we all know he ain't gonna make that phone call. We know Bud said he don't want to make the phone call and fight him. So now what we looking at is a scenario where Bob Arum is just trying to get his bang for his buck. So, like I said, Charlo a dangerous fight, but he far from unbeatable. Austin Trout did an excellent job in outboxing both Charlo twins. I think you could have made a case for him beating Jamal. Hold on, let me see how big Austin Trout is. He made a case for beating Jamal. Jamel got some questionable knockdowns, clipped him in the back of his head. He struggled. So that's who they struggle with. Yeah, Austin Trout is 1.5 inches taller than Terence, and 2 inches less reach than Terence. So, he struggled with those type of guys. Even John Jackson was a guy that was kind of, beating up on Charlo. So when you actually look at it, Charlo ain't beat nobody. You know what I'm saying? Charlo's absolutely beat nobody. It wouldn't be a risk I would tell my fighter to take, but if this is all we had to have a marquee fight, and that's what we got to do, then we got to go in there and have the best camp we can have. We got to get some middleweights in there. We got to get some. Zoom is only 40 minutes, bro. That's what I was trying to tell somebody else. But you got to go in there, and if that's what you got to do, and it's the pinnacle of your career, you got to go in there and have the best camp you ever had. And the thing about the Charlos, they always on weight. You don't hear about them struggling to make weight like that. Only when Jamal kind of grew out. So really, it's really a high risk, low reward type thing, because you beat the Charlos, they ain't did shit spectacular, but it's pretty much a 2-for-1. You beat one Charlo, you beat Errol Spence. So, but with Keef Thurman, Keef Thurman says in the contract. Bob said, let's do it. That's an interesting fight between him and Terence. I thought that was Terence's toughest fight stylistically wise at the welterweight division. I think Keef is a good fighter, but I think his body is starting to deteriorate. I think mentally, he's become a mental midget, and I think he get the shit beat out of him at this point. He said Lubin is Charlo's best win. I'll probably say Tony Harrison, but yeah, Lubin ain't really done much. So we got to see what happens, bro. But Keith Thurman, the reason problem Keith Thurman will have versus Bud, he like to loop around with looping shots. And Bud is going to do what Pacquiao did. He going to step with straight shots. And, the difference is he ain't going to be able to bag Bud up and walk him down with his 1-2. It's going to be a tough fight for him. Now, if he was at his best where he can jump around the ring and bounce on his toes, and if Keith Thurman used more straight punches and mix in the uppercut, then it'll be a problem. But the same reasons that he give Bud a tough fight, that's why he good stylistic for Bud at this point, is the reason why, he might get Errol some problems. Even though I think Errol, that's a better fight for Errol than Keith Thurman, it's a good matchmaking for him because Errol can stick that jab out there and go to the body. But Keith presents some problems with his shots. But Keith don't really put his punches together. And they don't do that in boxing no more. Who really a great combination puncher? You know what I'm saying? You see Keith Thurman, he might come with a lead, left hook, right hook, and that's it. He ain't putting 3 or 4 punches together. So how Kavaliasis was putting 2 or 3 or 4 punches together on Bud, that might have thrown him off because don't nobody do that shit no more. Don't nobody really put combinations together no more. Pacquiao used to put them together really good. He doing it in spurts now, but who really one of the best combination punchers? You know what I'm saying? You look at Shakur, he throw a few shots. Younger Mayweather threw a lot of combinations. But who really going out there, other than Canelo, coming out there with the combos like that? Most of these dudes throw 1, 2, maybe 3 shots at a time, and they get on out of there. Canelo sit there and he'll throw 3 or 4 at a time, and he'll work the combinations. You know what I'm saying? Step over, come back, work the combinations. So, Charlo's 1-2 punchers. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is a 1-2 puncher. He might get you to 3. So you don't really see too many great combination punchers out there. Even when they get guys in trouble, they sit there and pick their shots 1-2 at a time, 1-2 at a time, 1-2 at a time, 1-2 at a time. That's how they do it. Canelo throw combinations. He do, especially in the lower weight classes. I love his left hook uppercut combination. He throw them. He most definitely do. Now, if you ain't a stationary target, he can't get off. He won't throw him. But Canelo throw him. Ain't too many good. Even Kovalev, he was a 1-2 puncher. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't too many great combination punchers. Yeah, Loma he'll throw some kind. Yeah, he'll mix in there. He'll work upstairs and downstairs. He one of the ones that throw. But a lot of these, his punches more slap punches though. But I'll take it. Gary Russell, he throw combinations. That's another guy. Southpaw, I think he is. Yep. So you don't get a lot of guys in here throwing no more. Oscar Valdez used to throw them too when he was younger. Before they start batching him in tough versus lower opposition versus no-name opponents. So, like I said before, combination punching a lost art. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather is throwing punches. Yeah, and it's not on that level yet, but yeah. He said he got no power. They ain't ask Johnny Gonzalez if he got power. Ask Oscar Ascadone if he got power. But y'all got some questions, and I'll answer the questions before I get out of here. Questions. He said he slapped dudes with that. He said, do you think Mayweather would fight Spence or Crawford? No. He said he done fighting boxers. He in the exhibition business, or he in the MMA business. He too old. No, I got an Xbox One. I got Call of Duty, the new UFC, which I don't know how to play. I got Fight Night. I got Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4. I think 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, the new one. I got a lot of games I don't even fucking play. Justin Herbert gonna fall down in the draft like Aaron Rodgers. That's a shame because he a good player. He way better than Jordan Love. I think going up, like Gary Russell said, how will his power trans? He got to beat dudes with finesse. That power ain't gonna work. Benavidez throw combo. Yeah, David Benavidez, he throw him. Yep, I forget about him. Because at 35, wonder how the power will translate. What would people do if Crawford beat Charlo by unanimous decision with a knockdown? Make excuses. Oh, Charlo really, he wasn't that good. Errol Spence was beating Charlo up in sparring. Errol Spence, he ain't no southpaw like Errol Spence. I'm telling you what they do. That covered up. I bet Floyd will come back for Mikey if he beat. I thought he would always fight Danny Garcia. He had destroyed Danny Garcia and Mikey. If Mikey would have beat Errol, Floyd would have fought Mikey, in my opinion. Only on Call of Duty you can play people who got PS4. I ain't did it though. Gary Russell was a good inside fighter. Who win, Ryan or Davis? Davis. I gotta see Ryan fight somebody, bro. He was talking cash shit today though. What'd he say? I'm about to read what he said. I'm glad he brought him up. I don't see how people drink Douce. That shit so trash. Niggas be talking about, oh, Douce. I bought that shit one day. I drank a whole, pint. That shit was nasty. This shit tastes like somebody put half bottle of Hennessy and half bottle of fucking distilled water. Motherfuckers just say anything is good. I was drinking that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I want to take that shit back to the liquor store. Oh, God. Douce is trash. I'd rather some E&J than some Douce. That shit is trash. That's the motherfucking Paulie Malignaggi of dark liquor. Talking about nicest. That shit don't give you a buzz. And that shit is pure nasty as fuck. Whoever created Douce, go fuck yourself in the ass. That shit is nasty. It don't even deserve to be a dark liquor. They should just make it a mix, call it a mixed liquor. That shit trash. I drink Henny Black. I drink some E&J over that shit. Brandy, all that shit, man. I drink that shit is trash. But Devin Haney Ryan Garcia say, what happened to Adrian Broner, what happened to Devin Haney is definitely going to happen to Teofimo Lopez. They all try to do the shoulder roll. They all want to be Floyd Mayweather. And I will also throw Javante in there. He wants to be like his boss. You are not Floyd Mayweather. I'm trying to be the next Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia out here talking shit. The bummiest of them all. If anybody else had Crawford 47 resume, would you respect it? Yeah, your mama. Your mama. Get out of here. It's probably one of them LDBC faggots. Man, I can't stand them dudes, bro. E&J Spence, Banco Salute. 20 grand vodka. I ain't had that. Errol Spence been champion for a year longer than Bud. He only got one more defense. TJ bring who was that? Who you talking about? I don't know who that is, Jeremiah. But yeah, keep with the questions. Joshua versus Fury. Probably Tyson Fury. But I root for Joshua. I like Tyson Fury in that fight. I think he got too much length, too much boxing skills for Joshua. I don't know how Joshua come in as far as heavy. He said she the girl that told Fred. No, that ain't her name. I thought that was Cece. That ain't her name. She ain't gonna tell me to shut up. I'd gorilla check that bitch. Gonna tell me to shut the fuck up on my channel. Maybe on your channel, but not on my channel. Rashid Time salute. But yeah, I think Fury got too much foot movement. Feint too well. Too much arm length. Too much range. He a good fighter. Joshua going to have to get on the inside and maul Fury. Yeah, keep the questions coming. She did gorilla check Fred though. Fred, oh my bad. See why he didn't have a black wife. He couldn't deal with that mouth. Not many can. Black girls be talking about that mouth. As soon as you cut into their ass, it's different. It's crazy how Danny weight drain and needs to go to 454, and he came from 40, but Errol Spence big ass came down to 47 trying to stay. Yep. You know how it is down Banks. He know. He got to move up eventually. I don't know why he's scared to move back up. Shit. Him and Jared Hurt would have been a good fight. Jermaine Williams should be one of the best fighters in the world. Dude has some shit management. What weight he fight at? Sound familiar? Broner versus Khan, and I don't want to see that. And get out of boxing for a good match. I want to see if Khan fight anybody. I want to see versus Kell Brook. If Broner fight anybody, it should be retirement. Rizzo Ortiz versus Rasheed Ellis would be Golden Boy make that fight. Golden Boy ain't, man, if you're a black fighter on Golden Boy, you in a bad position. They probably rob the shit out of Ellis ass. Would you bring a stripper on your stream? No, I don't talk about stripper things. What I need a stripper on the stream for? Would y'all take relationship or boxing advice from a stripper? Or economic advice from a stripper? No. It ain't shit she can teach me. I ain't in the titty bars. And I don't need her perspective on how to be a real ass bitch, period. I was watching Black as Fuck. I just don't like that man material, bro. I don't like mixes. I don't like blackish. I don't like grownish. I just don't like his right material. Somebody was telling me watch Black. I just don't like that dude. Is not funny to me, bro. None of his shows appeal to me. I was like, oh, this nigga, it's just not funny. How good is David Benavidez? Oh, David Benavidez is real good. He only, 22, 23? He could be the best fighter at 168. Easy. Strong kid. Hank Lundy will be a decent tune-up for Devin, but he over the hill. Yeah, he was struggling with 50-year-old Chop Chop. But fuck it, let the Philly boy get another payday. He talked too much shit, too. I remember he talking shit to Crawford like years before they fought and shit. Crawford put it on his ass. He landed some shit versus Crawford, though, but Crawford just dogged him. I can't get into it grown. I can't get in none of his issues. Card? I don't know. I don't really have no dream card. I don't even know the difference between them motherfuckers. All them high-end cars. Broner, man, Amir Khan might beat the shit out of Broner ass while y'all. Broner don't even let his hands go. I would not want to see that fight, bro. They both need to retire. If Khan ain't fighting Brook, I don't care about it. Broner ain't won in like 3 years, bro. Why is he even still a topic? If you gonna sacrifice Broner, sacrifice him to Terence. He wouldn't take that fight. I wonder who Devin Haney gonna fight next. Some motherfucker we never heard of. I'm talking about a tune-up with Hank Lundy and AB. Oh man, I probably take Hank Lundy. Shit. Kell Brook versus Danny Garcia. I don't want to see it. At 54, probably Danny Garcia. No, Andre Ward probably done. I'll take Danny Garcia over Kell Brook at this point. 54 be interesting though. Give me Lundy over AB, bro. AB ain't won in years, bro. Give me Lundy. Y'all say hell no. Watch. Give me Lundy, nigga. AB say he coming back to 35. If he fight Lundy at 35, give me Lundy, bro. And I don't even like Cuz. I'm putting big money on Lundy. Yeah, Terence versus bro. That shit would be funny build up. Kell Brook beats Garcia at 54. I doubt it. Kell Brook done. As soon as Danny Garcia tap his chin, it's over with. Danny Garcia stopping Kell Brook, bro. Fucking 100 on AB. You go, y'all niggas put y'all money on AB last time. Oh, AB shining versus Pacquiao. Oh, he gonna win. He talked y'all ass right into losing y'all money. Oh, Canelo right now over David. But in probably in a couple years, probably David Benavidez. David Benavidez got the style to beat Canelo, though. He just too young right now. Paulie versus Broner, too. I don't want to see it. Both of them over the hill. Give me Broner. Paulie let Conor McGregor and his henchmen beat him up, bro. Conor McGregor beat him up behind the scenes, and his little henchmen beat him up in bare knuckles. Paulie been making boxing look bad. Motherfucker getting beat up by by MMA fighters in the boxing ring and by his boy. Canelo got 3 or 4. He said he trying to fight till he 36 or 37. What, he 30? He made a lot of money. I don't know what his lifestyle like. Everybody laid off. I ain't essential, nigga. Everybody laid off. I'm good. I beat Paulie, and I left with this girl, and this girl. Hey, that's my side piece. That's my Paulie a mark. You probably want to say, nigga, shut the fuck up. Then he beat up Zab Judah, bro, for the fight of Brooklyn. I went to sleep on that shit. That shit for the fight of Brooklyn, the Brooklyn belt, whatever. I was like, Zab. I woke up, I think he lost. I think he beat up Zab bad. So I said, Zab, it's time to go. Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard. I went to sleep on that fight. I think I watched a bit of it, then I went to sleep on it, bro. I was so disappointed in Zab, bro. But he was old, man. Zab didn't live a good fighter lifestyle. I remember Zab beat up my Detroit boy Vernon Parrish. That nigga had a party before the fight. I'm like, nigga, you definitely losing, bro. You that motherfucker Vernon Parrish had all the talent in the world. Just was street nigga. Andre Ward versus Antonio Tarver. I'll take Andre Ward. Maybe not the Kovalev 1 Ward, but the best Ward I've seen in light heavyweight. He said Money Mayweather beat the shit out of... No, I don't think so. Give me Ray. Give me Ray, easy like Sunday morning. Give me Ray. Give me Ray. Give me Ray. Ray when he fought. I don't know. Mayweather just too small for that nigga, man. Ray Leonard was a big motherfucker. Would you get Tony Harris to ever get a belt again at 54? I don't know. Politics. Lupin called out Tony Harrison on the internet. I want to see Lupin fight somebody that got some momentum. I want to see him fight Lara or some shit. Fight somebody that got some fucking momentum going for you. Lupin talking all this shit, man. I want Charlo or Tony. You ain't done nothing to get back, bro. You got to go out there and fight everybody you fought. I wasn't surprised you beat. You got to go out there and get a Lara. Get somebody that has some momentum going off of them before you step up like that. I like Lupin, though. You see AB a factor. He ain't no factor. It's over with. It's done. He over with. It's retirement. It's over with. It's done. De Niro, zip. Casket fresh. 6 feet deep. Throw him in the trash and roll him out on trash day. He's over. Any more questions? His career is over and now move over. I don't want to see AB shadowbox on 25th Street or in Times Square next to the red light. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to see him give a nigga boxing lessons. It's over with. If that match AB right, he can bum. I ain't trying to see him bum bash no more. It's over. Did you hear the rumor Thurman wants Sugar Hill as his new trainer? For what? Yeah, come on, man. Somebody want come on. Sugar Hill can't give you no heart, nigga. You gonna just niggas be killing me, bro. They lose one fight and it's the trainer fault. Ain't nobody tell Keef Thurman fat ass to get 35 pounds above weight. How you fight in January, bro, versus Lopez and then gain 35 more pounds back after the Lopez fight? Because he wasn't trying to fight again until late. Man, Sugar Hill can't give him no heart. Cool man, Salmon, salute. Sugar Hill can't give him no heart. He said Floyd lost his career. No, I think Floyd Floyd know what it feel like to lose. Every black man know. I don't think he would have took it hard. Real talk. And Sugar Hill can't give Frankenstein Thurman a heart. Wood, salute. I subscribe to Wood. Shit, and Bank on TV. Sugar Hill can't give fucking Keith Thurman no heart. It's over for Keith Thurman. All somebody got to do is finish the physical job. And maybe play a little. It's over with for Keith Thurman. All somebody got to do is come in there and just do the physical beating. Shit. That nigga just a boxing troll now. Kevin was talking about on his show, talking about Lubin and Harrison. Lubin, why you want to fight somebody coming off a loss? That's my whole thing about a knockout loss. My whole thing, and I'll talk about Lubin tomorrow, bro. Hold on. Here, let me see. Pull up these rankings, dog. Pull up these rankings. Oh, I didn't even know I had my phone plugged in. I'm tripping. My shit about to die. I gotta hit the road, Jack. I ain't watching no TV all day, bro. I watched a little bit of Black as Fuck. That shit was trash. I just can't get jiggy with my mans, man. It's just me and him, we ain't there. Better Call Saul went off and shit. I gotta find something else to watch. Mad as I thought Kim was gonna die this week. But hold on. Let me look at these divisions. Let me get my bifocals on. So 54, he got Sergio Garcia, Julian Williams, Jared Hurd, Jesse Vargas, Adamas, Kell Brook, Liam Smith, Jack Colcly, some other motherfucking names who I can't pronounce. Takashi Inouye, who Cotto fought. Cody Crawley, Thomas, I don't know. Anthony Fowler, Brian Medina, Terrell Goucher, Tony Harrison, Erickson Lubin, Israel Matadormov, Michael Soar, Sam Eggington, James Metcalf, Tim Tszyu, Jack Colcly, Charles Conwell. That's the dude who, y'all know. I ain't gonna say it. I don't want to bring that back up, but y'all know who he is. Austin Trout, Jared Hunt. I don't know who the fuck he is. So, I like to see him fight Liam Smith, Jack Colcly, if he still can make the weight. If Dennis Hogan come back, he just got knocked out, though. Jared Hurd, why not? So, I like to see him fight Jack Colcly, Liam Smith, Jared Hurd, Sergio Garcia, Michael Soar. So, I want to see Lubin. Who was Dream Chaser? Who? Oh, where the fuck he go? I don't know where the fuck he at. I ain't seen him in a while. Dream Chaser boxing? Why do that sound familiar? I don't know what the fuck that is. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, you talking about the nigga from local dummy box community? He changed this shit to Say Less. Yeah, you talking about 78 son? I thought he changed his shit to he just posted a video about Ishay Smith 3 days ago. So he's still around. His shit is Say Less. SAYL space LESS. Yeah. His shit is called Say Less. He changed his name before I left. I ain't never had a problem with Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, he changed his name to Say Less. Yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah. Yep. Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's his channel name. He just posted a video 3 days ago. Yeah. You about to go fuck with him? Jeff I ain't having a problem with him. I can't say shit about the nigga bad. What my boy been Was that old boy that used to be in the chat? No, that ain't him. That's CJ Dream Chaser. I don't know what happened to that nigga. After my channel got hacked, I ain't seen him no more. If you go over to Champ side, he probably over there. Any more questions, man? I got Red Lobster downstairs waiting for your boy. He said crackhead, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't sleep. You know, Terence Crawford got to stop turning down these fives, man. You know, for 9, 1 sheep, 2. You know, Errol Spence is my guy and my young Jesus Savior. You know, but you know, this boxing is crazy. Crawford, he got to go out there and 50 cent, 97 cent applesauce. He got to go out there. And what I was talking about. What I was talking about. Oh, I forgot. Bertha, what I was talking about. That motherfucker, that nigga be sleep, eyes cocked with his eyelids closed, man. Say no to drugs for people. Him and Phenomenal like the rape face crew. Them motherfuckers look like Onyx. Light skinned version. They look like Onyx. Doing tours when they 80. Slam! Dun, 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 dun. Motherfuckers look like Fredro Starr and Sticky Fingers and shit, man. Two ball ass it. Sunset Park, what time is it looking ass niggas? Oh, Moesha, what time is it? You think Mikey going back to 47 after he get his ass beat? If he fight Pacquiao next after he get his ass beat? Oh, Moesha. Cute from Moesha looking ass niggas, man. Motherfuckers, man, get the fuck up out of here, man. Yeah, let me talk to CC, man. For now, probably, what's this girl CC number so I can fly her out, man? See what a real black woman about. Motherfuckers crazy, man. Any more questions? I don't know who created it. Probably y'all boy. General Tao created it. I can tell you they don't own the copyright to it. Somebody didn't copyright it already. I should have bought the copyrights and sued their ass. They wasn't even smart. They got all this motherfucking technology and all these mobile apps and didn't copyright the acronym LDBC. They had to change it. I'll get them a BLDBC, the Black Lions Den Box Community. How about that? Because somebody already owned the LDBC. So they don't even own the trademarks or the copyrights to it no more. I should hit my mans up and have them sue them niggas, man. I'm gonna hit the nigga up who own the copyright. Like, man, you know some niggas around here using your shit? He said for now be stuttering. Because he be drunk. That motherfucker be drunk. All them old niggas you work with in the coffee cup, they be liquoring that shit. Motherfucker old as hell. Like he took punches in the head or some shit like that. Do you think is the guy lying about a dynasty? You think CC got lying about a season? I don't know what you say. You think I don't know what CC got lying about a dynasty. I don't know what's going on. I know old girl ran off with his bag. I'm gonna see some UK boxers to look at, bro. All right, for sure. I seen this one dude. He ain't from the UK. He looked pretty nice. But not on that white. Oh man. Oh man, he out here doing, man. He might be on the hard too. You know your boy said, Nate, man. I served for 9 yesterday, man. You know I went up to Austin, man, and I had that good stuff, man. You know for 9, man. He got that long bread, man. I took a whole 8 ball up there to that man, and then I had a half a key in there. I broke that motherfucker down to some O's. And Fanon bought it all, man. So, you know you got that bread, man. You know, I'm back in the game, man. E40, man. He said, I don't want to go back to slanging, yeah, yo. Oh, yeah, man. You talking about E40, man? Yeah. I like him, man. Him and Sibo, man. They got birds in the kitchen. You make me think when I was back trapping with niggas and shit, man. Yeah, man. I snitched on a few niggas, too, man. That's how I got caught with a bird, man, and only did 6 months, man. They was in there butt breaking, man, but I kept my cheeks together, man. I kept it tight together, and the feds told me, man, if I would have told on everybody in the hood, I had Red Lobster, man. Hey man, you get them lobster tails, man, from Outback, man. Oh yeah, man, hell yeah, I had hot Cheetos in my bunk, man. Yeah, man, I was singing like I was singing like Luther Vandross in there, man. They said, who had the gun? I said, Tony. Who had the dope? I said, Melvin. Who cooked the dope? Melvin. Hell yeah, man. I was standing there, man. Hey, if stitches get stitches, man. I'll take them snitches on the outside, man. Oh, man. He said Negro wants to marry Cece and have 2 or 3. Man, he's so simple, man. Nobody want a wife, no stripper, nigga. A dumb nigga do that. You want a wife or stripper? Ain't shit cool about wife or no stripper, bro. So your daughter could end up like Floyd Mayweather's daughter. They talk shit about Floyd, but then they got a stripper coming on here influencing dudes' moves and shit. Ain't that crazy? Niggas listening to this bitch and think that's gonna work for them. Nigga, if you an ugly nigga, you ain't got no game, you ain't confident, you gonna end up with Miss Bat soup like Fred ass. Real talk. Niggas be killing me, bro. Any questions, mine? Hit the like button, mine. Oh, that nigga's just crazy. Nigga just wake up angry for no reason. Just wake up angry. They need to send Cece to that nigga house. He need to bust a nut. Fred is more Malcolm than Marin Hawthorne. Hey, bro, man, get out of here, man. These dudes are just weird, man. That's probably Saturday right there, man. You can't be slandering our name, man. No, I ain't bringing nobody affiliated with the letter crew over here. It ain't gonna happen. Miss Basu got nice scared to talk about China. Yeah, Fred, I should troll this channel. Like, hey, talk about China, man. His wife probably Chinese, too. At least he would have said, oh, she Korean or she Japanese. Or no, his wife Chinese, too. Parents probably hate Fred, too. Come on. 100 black men riding for... I got 100 motherfuckers in L.A. I'm from New York. And they riding with me because they think I got a black wife. I'm from New York. I used to be a school teacher, but I be talking with 7-8 about moving bricks. For real. 7-8 done got him smacked up. He done got him beat around. He done got him called in the police on Kenny and shit. You better push charges on that nigga, man. Niggas just taking L after L after L, bro. I ain't worried about none of them niggas, man. Like I said, I'm gonna hit that nigga up that own the LDBC tomorrow, bro. The copyrights. I'm gonna call him like, hey, bro, these niggas using your name on the internet. Mishap parents went to kick Fred ass. Swift I want to see some chicken we for the ass. Fred won't bring his wife on the stream. No, you don't never do that shit, bro. You keep your money, YouTube, and your honeys all separate. He a smart man. Hell yeah. You don't supposed to bring your woman on the internet, man. That's your personal life. You don't mix your personal life unless you one of those family vloggers. People love them channels, family bloggers. If that's what you choose to do, but then you publicly open your family up, you gotta keep your family off the internet. For sure. I wouldn't even put my kids on there. Real talk. Keep all that shit separate. Once you start letting people into your privacy, your life, shit change. Bitches start lying and shit. Nah. He too old for that. Yeah, she don't know about his channel. He probably got everything separate. That's how you supposed to have it. He ain't no dumb nigga now. He ain't dumb. If she do, she do? Well, he about to get caught up. Shit, he probably got a backup channel. I wouldn't do that shit. Especially with him and Kenny fighting over. She find out that Fred, she gonna have Fred, all his property, she gonna have all that shit. That shit crazy. That whole story crazy. If I was to tell y'all that story about Kenny Porter and Fred, what really happened, I had to make y'all pay for that shit. That shit had to go on the Patreon, bro. Fred is a simpleton, bro. Fred got the game. He got the game of an infant, bro. That's still in the womb, a fetus. He can have $100 million all he want to, bro. That nigga got no game, bro. None. How you say no game? None. Not a dribble, not a triple threat, not a layup, not a teardrop. Nothing. He got no game. None. When I say none, like none, like nothing there. If it was 2K, his attributes would be not negative. His game will be negative 100. No, I ain't telling that man business. But let me get out of here, man. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. We out.